What indigenous products fueled colonial trade? Imagine a world before modern supermarkets, where the treasures of the land were the foundation of global trade. During the colonial era in Latin America, indigenous peoples provided many of these treasures that shaped the world economy. These products weren't just items. They were the backbone of the colonial trade routes connecting the Americas to Europe. One of the most important categories was medicinal plants. Indigenous communities knew how to use plants like cinchona, which is the source of quinine used to treat malaria. They also traded canchalagua, Peruvian balsam, and ipecacuanha, which were highly valued in Europe for their healing properties. These plants often traveled along secret or official routes, sometimes illicitly, because their demand was so high. Then there were the cash crops. Indigenous peoples cultivated crops like tobacco, cacao, maize, chili peppers, potatoes, and cassava. Tobacco, originally used in rituals and medicine, became a major commodity grown on large plantations. Cacao beans were used to make chocolate, a luxury item in Europe. These crops were grown on vast plantations that replaced traditional indigenous farming lands, fueling the economy and European markets. Food staples like maize, potatoes, tomatoes, chili peppers, and avocados also played a big role. These foods, native to the Americas, quickly became popular across Europe and other parts of the world. They supported local diets and became part of international trade, changing what people ate worldwide. Other botanical products like wild cinnamon, castor oil plants, tamarinds, and balsam of Tolu also contributed to exports. These plants were gathered from different regions and added to the variety of goods traded. Animal products, although less prominent, also came into play. Indigenous communities contributed by providing local animal foods and products, which complemented the European livestock and trade systems. The trade routes were shaped by the high demand for these indigenous products. Many were grown on large haciendas that replaced indigenous communal lands. The Spanish crown initially allowed some land for indigenous use but soon focused on export crops to meet European needs. This shift changed indigenous food systems and social structures. Even though Europeans introduced new crops like coffee, which became a major export, it was cultivated with forced labor in Latin America. Coffee linked to the broader colonial economy, showing how indigenous products and European efforts worked together to build a global trade network. In the end, indigenous products like medicinal plants, crops, and animal foods were essential to fueling the colonial trade routes. They helped create the economy that connected Latin America with the rest of the world, and their legacy still influences what we eat and use today.